Good morning, Chair, members. My name is David Dunmoyer, Campaign Director for Better Tech for Tomorrow at the Texas Public Policy Foundation. First, thank you for hearing this bill today and the opportunity to testify in support. Everything we do online today translates into data that is being tracked, analyzed, packaged, and ultimately transferred. And the types of personal information collected ranges from what we consider to be the more obvious, things like social security numbers, our likes and dislikes, where kids go to school, to the even more dystopian now, the routes we take for our daily activities, how long we spend at our destination, and even the details of our most private, intimate settings, which would be our homes. But because Texans currently lack control over their personal information, there are scores of harms happening daily, even if we don't always see them. First, absent consumer control over personal information, data can be sold, as Representative Capriglione laid out, to nefarious actors. And there are far too many stories, personal stories, of this information being sold to criminals that use private information of their victims to hunt them down, harass them, and even kill. And second, the opacity of the data collection and storage regime means that personal information is not always stored securely. And as senior Facebook engineer Eugene Zarashaw put it, when asked the simple question of where personal information is stored, he responded with, quote, "I don't believe there's a single person exists who could answer that question." And as more consumer data is collected, the magnitude of looming data breaches becomes cataclysmic. So as we know, the status quo is simply unacceptable and puts Texans at dire risk every day, but insert House Bill 4, which provides a comprehensive solution to these myriad challenges the state of Texas is facing. At a high level, it does three major things that is important for all of Texans to be able to combat this current status quo. First, it would give Texas consumers digital rights, including the rights to know what information is being collected and obtain a copy, to correct and delete certain information, and the right to opt out of certain data processing. Second, and importantly, House Bill 4 also establishes what are known as data minimization standards, as well as data protection requirements, hitting at the core of a lot of these issues or these risks associated with data breaches. And finally, by enforcing this bill through the Office of the Attorney General, Texans could exercise their digital rights with recourse where appropriate. As a matter of personal safety, privacy, and civil liberties, it is crucial that we put Texans in the driver's seat to exercise control over their personal information. Thank you, and I welcome any and all questions.
Thank you, members. Any questions? Thank you.